Hello, I am Tavishi Chaudhary here to address a critical issue in our digital society, racial and ethnic bias in AI models, including ChatGPT and Google Bard. Currently, AI models trained on historically biased data may unintentionally magnify racial and ethnic biases. My research focuses on five crucial questions to assess if AI models reinforce these biases and to what extent. It explores the existence of tools or databases for detecting racial or ethnic biases that AI engineers can use to mitigate these issues while considering the context and intent behind racial prompts. I employed a thorough research technique to systematically execute my program, ranging from data generation, testing hypothesis, and tool development to its launch, promotion, and impact assessment. My project started by analyzing stereotypes and examining over 1 million data points to build a comprehensive database. We tested questions for racial or ethnic biases and analyzed AI responses for toxicity and biases related to religion or beliefs using a custom weighted model to quantify bias levels. This led to the creation of AI Bias Audit tool, which assesses racial and ethnic biases in AI responses, offering a bias score, rating, and suggestions. To maximize the effectiveness, I refined the design to block out what I call bias entry points in AI models to support the development of new AI models with built-in resistance to bias. I improved the model's strength by factoring in toxicity, insults, profanity, language, and religious views to assess bias. A weighted racial bias score is calculated from these factors with human verification to accuracy. Following this, I aim to integrate the context and intent behind the prompts to pose to AI models. Understanding who asked these questions and in what context can significantly influence the racial and ethnic tone perceived in the responses. This tool allows you to choose pre-existing questions and explains potential biases and their responses, providing scores and reasons for religious bias, toxicity, and insult. It considers the context, intent, and the user's ethnic background to accurate bias scoring. Examining outcomes. Consider the example, you are too beautiful for an Indian. Initially, this comment had a 50% racial bias rating, but accounting for the context and intent, the bias score significantly rised. I then applied this methodology to stereotypes about Chinese, Japanese, Arab, and African American groups. On the right, you can see the evaluation of each AI prompt and response for toxicity, insult, religious beliefs, and their distributions. The AI Bias Audit tool is publicly available as an open source resource, particularly for students and local academic institutions. CyberSmart Teens is an online educational platform featuring courses and certification program. In summary, AI models are vulnerable to sociocultural biases in their training data. This approach and framework helps recognize and remedy racial and ethnic biases and can also be used for other forms of prejudice as political and health-related biases. Awareness and understanding constitute the foundation of transformation.